guys, I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, I recently got a surge of probably about 200 or 300 new subscribers. Shout out to Makeup Struggles for the love, because I think they all came from you. Love you so much. Thank you so much. But if you are new, welcome. My name is Candice, and I hope you like it here. I do a little bit of everything up in here. Hope you like it here. So, my face, I'm barefaced today. I had made a slight, like almost joke resolution to always start a video with a full face of makeup unless the video was a tutorial, and then I laughed at myself because that's not who I am. That's really not who I am. I love makeup. This is a makeup channel. It's a beauty channel. I love makeup, and like 75% of the time I am jazzed and ready to go, but a lot of times I get inspiration to do videos while I'm just sitting here playing in my collection, organizing my collection and things like that. And this is one of those videos that I wanted to get out to you, and really just this is what you get. This is me. This is what it is. But I'm really excited to film this video. I'm really excited because this is going to be a review on the Adept Cosmetics Magnetic Palettes. So a little background with me. Obviously I collect makeup. I love singles. I love eyeshadow singles. My favorites are Coastal Scents. Who else do I got a significant amount of that I can't think of right now? BH Cosmetics. I have like pressed glitters. I'm gonna show you those things. But anyway, those things come in singles. When I say singles, no packaging, where you magnetize them in a palette. And like throughout the years, just like the history of makeup, those large magnetic palettes with singles in it were kind of almost exclusive to like makeup artists. And they were usually palettes that were preset with like sections in them. If you get what I'm saying, like a MAC 15 empty palette, things like that. They were around, but I think it wasn't until the company Z Palette came out where they kind of changed the game, if you will, and made these magnetic palettes appealing to the everyday makeup user. So you would get excited. You get a Z palette and you would, depot your stuff. I know I depot a bunch of crap. This is what Z palette looks like. This is a Z palette, and this one has my Morphe singles in it, but yeah, the Z Palette brand, magnetic palettes with this clear, and they were kind of the brand. They kind of were it, and they are still really popular. And they would come in this size, and they would come in a larger, extra large size that holds about 45, and that's as big as they come. They have like double-sided ones, deeper ones for baked things and things like that. And that was kind of the only thing. I have quite a few Z palettes. But then over time, you all know that with innovation comes imitation, and comes other people doing things not necessarily worse, better in a lot of circumstances. And so there are a lot of companies that come up with these magnetic palettes, and I'm a sucker for a magnetic palette. I even made my own extra large jumbo magnetic palette. It's here on my channel. This holds 154 single shadows. I made this. This is obviously not to travel, but I made that because I wanted something to hold a lot. I have a lot of different brands. Coastal Scents has empty palettes. Morphe has empty palettes. I love them. But I'm going to talk to you about what is my favorite brand of magnetic empty palettes at this point in time. Adept Cosmetics. So the first my first encounter with Adept Cosmetics was before I actually made my larger one. I was looking for an empty palette to hold all my Coastal Scents Hot Pots, because at the time I had about 150 or so Coastal Scents Hot Pots, and they were split between 3 and 4 Z palettes. And then as my Coastal Scents Hot Pot collection grew, it was more and more magnetic palettes, and I'm like, I need a bigger one. So I saw a video on this palette. This is by Adept Cosmetics, and this palette I actually got from Amazon. I ordered 2 of them. One of them I gave to my friend. I had 2 of them for a very long time. Hold on, let's open it. It's empty, by the way. This holds 96 standard eyeshadows, and when I talk about standard size, I'm talking about 26 millimeters. See, this is a ColourPop one, but 26 millimeter pans, the normal size of a Makeup Geek, a MAC, a ColourPop shadow, a standard eyeshadow circle pan. 26 millimeter. So anyway, this holds 96 of those, and I'm like, okay, this is doing it. Like, this is it. And I had 2 of these, and I had all of my Coastal Scents Hot Pots in 2 of these. And then my Coastal Scents Hot Pot collection grew, and that's what came about me making that really big one to hold them all in. And I still needed 2 of those, so. But anyway, I enjoyed this palette. So this is the first one, again, that I purchased. And this is the only one that didn't come directly from their website. This came from Amazon, and it is still available. This is their double-sided, and it has a plastic divider in here. This is hard acrylic divider in here, and this is deep enough to hold domed products. Okay, this I really enjoy. It's a little bit on the thicker side. It's the thickest one of all the ones I have, but I absolutely think that is wonderful. This is probably enough for the average makeup user depowder to hold all of their singles and all of their palettes. I mean, all of their shadows, but yeah, I know me, I'm extra. So that's that one. I'm going to tell you about all of them that I have. And then they had, I want to say a sale, or maybe not a sale. They had like a blemish sale or damage sale. I'm not quite sure how I came about this one, but I bought 2 of them. This, did I buy 2 or 3? I think I bought 2 of them. This is their makeup storage palette. This is their 88. So this is the largest size that they carry. This is smaller than the homemade one I have, but this is the biggest palette. Excuse me. This is the biggest branded commercial made palette that's not DIY. This one holds 88 shadows. In here, these damn Coastal Scents Hot Pots. These are my favorite Coastal Scents Hot Pots. I went through all like 200 of them and picked out the top 88 that I wanted together. And I have gotten so much more use out of them by having them all in here. I just love the way this laid out. I just love it. This is the, again, this is my Coastal Scents Hot Pots. This is the Adept 88. Okay. I have my phone here to make sure I get all the names correct for you. That is the Adept Palette. No, this is called the Adept Palette. Let me get it right. This one, the dual-sided one, and that's $34. That's $34 on their website. You with me so far? Okay. So that's $34. And it was $34 on Amazon. Okay. The large 88 is, I'm on their website now, and I'll link it down below. Large 88 is sold out, but it's $18. It's $18. They have some that are unboxed without the box, final sale for $14. And they have a bundle of 2, but right now that's sold out as well. These bad boys are very popular. So that's the Adept palette, okay? This is another Adept palette that is a different style. Now, this one and the next one I'm going to tell you about was actually sent to me by them. This video was not sponsored at all. I just really like them, and I showed them love on Instagram, and they sent me some love back. That's what that was. So, this is the Adept palette. It's 88. It's the same size, but it's this beautiful faux leather. Don't want to say Crocs. I don't know my reptile skins. But anyway, in here I have all of my larger pans of eyeshadow. These will be like the 36 millimeter, and this holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 5 is 35. 36, 37. Is it 8 times 5 35? 8 times 5 might be 40. 8 times 5 is 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. 47, 36 millimeter eyeshadows. These are the big size pans, like a big Juvia's Place palette or something like that. And these shadows are a combination of Suva Beauty, Stalazi, Sugar Pill, Juvia's Place, I think. They're a little bit of mixture of everything in this palette. Again, really, really nice. So again, I'll give you my full review. Let me just continue. And then this is the newest one. This is the smallest one I own. This is a standard size, holds 35 millimeters, but look how pretty. I actually just unboxed these today. This is the box it came in, this marble swirl here. Absolutely beautiful. This one is called, I'll give you the right name. This one is called, just says 35 pan purple marble palette, and this one's $17.99, which by the way, the largest Z palette is about 40 bucks. 45 bucks. So the largest Z palette, which is smaller than any of these ones I just showed you, and it's more expensive. These are the cheapest and largest palettes. Give Me Glow Cosmetics makes one. I have a couple of those. I want to do a full review on like the largest commercial palettes. That's still coming. But Give Me Glow has one, and it holds 88 as well. 88 or like 96, but that one's like $18. This one's $14. So y'all get what I'm going with this. But anyway, this is the last one. This marble purple. Check this out though. This is something that I have not seen in any of the magnetic palettes I've come across in my journey. This one has a mirror. You guys, I know. I do not need a mirror in my palettes. I do not need a mirror in any of my palettes. Like my eyeshadow palettes and things like that. But with a magnetic palette, you just don't see it often, or you don't see it at all, because they're geared toward makeup artists. They're geared toward people who are, you're not going to be using this palette sitting there doing your makeup. It's going to be on a table and you're going to be doing someone else's, or you're in front of a large mirror already. So the mirror is kind of cumbersome, but this is a decent size, and this is really, in my opinion, catering to the everyday makeup wearer now that's getting into magnetic palettes. A mirror makes sense, and it's heavy duty. It's not heavy, but it feels like an eyeshadow palette. And with the eyeshadows in it, it will have some good weight. It does not feel flimsy. And this gold, you know, is everything. This bronzy rose gold is everything. So let's talk about Adept. It is, I guess, still categorized as an indie company, and I'm on their website right now. I'm going to link their website below. I actually do have a code with them, an affiliate code. You are not obligated to use my code at all. You're not obligated. Again, this video is not sponsored, but I showed them love on Instagram, and they showed me some back through there. And I reached out to be I asked to be a part of their affiliate program, because I just really enjoy their products. And you can use the code CVMakeup15 to save 15% off your purchase of $20 or more. Now that's out of the way, and it'll be down below in the description box. Now that's out of the way, I want to talk to you about what else they carry. So they have a 70 pan marble palette that looks like this. That's like dual-sided, like flips like a trifold. They also have a 70, that's $23. A 70 pan one that flips this way. That's $19. They sell magnetic palettes. This is what they do, and I think it's absolutely wonderful. If I was to start any business other than makeup, but it was still in beauty, it'd probably be a magnetic palette, because I just love the organization. I'm also going to link down below my video on how I organize my single shadows in these individual palettes. I'll put that video down below. I'll put down my whole makeup and organization playlist, because that's kind of the category where this all falls and how I organize things. Why do I have so many? Because I'm just obsessed with magnetic palettes. I like to collect eyeshadow singles. They tend to be cheaper than getting a single and a compact and everything like that. So I try to look for like pro singles and different things like that. That is actually a goal for when I go to IMATS, is to try everybody's singles. You have magnetic palettes for days, and I'm going to keep collecting magnetic palettes, but I gotta fill them. So what I like about these palettes, so starting with the larger one, again, it holds 88, and the price point is where it is. So this cardboard is it's a little bit thinner and flimsier. It has some scuff marks, but I'm pretty sure I ordered it damaged. Like, I got like a special deal. They had like a damaged area, which I think is genius. Excuse me. So I'm not going to take points off for that, but it is easy to continue to be scuffed, because it is just a thin cardboard. It's a thin cardboard covered in what looks to be like a contact style paper. This frame, I'm not sure what that's made of, because it is pretty tough, and the magnet is definitely really strong. I haven't had any issues with any of them slipping out, falling out. And again, these are all Coastal Scents magnetic shadows. Okay, so this flips back. It has a good weight to it. This top part is a little flimsy, so you need to be careful with that, but it does fold all the way back. I have stored these upside down because the front is not that distinguishable from the back. The only thing that's different is the website and hashtag is on the back, but if you're really not paying attention, you could get confused and put it face down, and it is what it is. This one I do enjoy a little bit better. It is thicker, it is heavier, it is just overall prettier. Whatever it is covered in, this faux leather does still appear to be some type of contact paper. It's not like the texture of the cardboard. It's definitely covered in it, but it's covered very well. Even on the inside frame, it's definitely covered very well. It's really shiny and reflective. The name Adept Cosmetics, if you can see, is embossed in there, and I think that's a really nice touch. Again, this one doesn't have a mirror. I'm sure it'd be expensive to put a mirror in such a large one, although it'd be interesting to see. The magnet is really strong, and this one's really pretty. Again, and it's not that much different in price from that one. I think this will look pretty. When I was reorganizing, I'm always reorganizing, finding better ways to store things. Definitely, one of the options was storing these guys like a book, like books. But it didn't come down to that. This other one I have here, it's just like the first 88 I showed you. This is where I store all my pressed glitters. All of these glitters in here I pressed myself. They were loose glitters in some way, shape, or form. And from various brands. Most of them are by the brand NBA Cosmetics because they had a glitter sale. And I got like 30 or so glitters from them. I got like 30 or so glitters from them. And pressed them all and mixed them and made custom glitter colors and things like this. These two spots are missing because these were duplicates and I gave them to my mom. But yeah, this palette holds all my pressed glitter. And yeah, so getting into, also, I forgot to mention that every single palette you buy from them will come with about 35 of these magnets. So when you depot, excuse me, when you depot an eyeshadow pan, take it out of its original packaging, they might not always be magnetic. I forgot which metal is magnetic, but they might not, I think it's 10, aluminum. They might not all be that way. They might not be magnetic. They give you magnets, and the one side is the magnet. Well, the whole thing is a magnet, but then it has adhesive on one side, so you can stick this to the bottom of the pan, and now it sticks in your palette. And also a fun fact, I don't know if people know, these magnets are strong, but they're also very thin. So if you have smaller eyeshadows, you can cut these magnets. You can cut them in half. I've cut them in quarters to use on underneath of tiny things, or just to spare them. Like just to if I'm being cheap and I was running out, I could get 4 eyeshadows stuck, you know, with one of these. So they're really strong, and I think the fact that they give you some is wonderful, encouraging you to depot and really rediscover your collection and shop your stash, which is absolutely wonderful. I just recently depotted some palettes. Excuse me, y'all. See my sipping my tea. I don't know what's going on. I recently depotted some palettes, and the pans actually happen to be magnetic. So I have a lot of these from all of these palettes that I have collected. Also, I do want to mention that the thinner ones, the 88, and then this one, they are not deep enough to hold something baked unless it's a smaller baked item. So they're not going to hold like your big, round, freshly baked compacts. But some of the smaller baked or the smaller dome things should fit fine. You have to just play with it there. But the large blue one definitely will fit. I am so excited to get into this. I just opened it up. Thank you, Adept Cosmetics, for sending them. I'm very appreciative. They are beautiful. Oh my God, they are beautiful. This is definitely the prettiest magnetic palette that I own. See, this is how, this is the one. I didn't take this apart yet, and it comes with the magnets and such like that. So it feels really smooth. It's really nice. This marble one is still that contact style. The mirror is really nice and clean. You don't just do goofy things when you come across a mirror, because I do. But yeah, and I just felt like it was time to share. I am definitely going to keep purchasing from this company. They haven't steered me wrong yet. Hopefully, when I go to IMAX, I can enjoy purchasing all of the singles that I am interested in. I really want to go to, this is a sidebar, go to Inglot. And I like Inglot's magnetic palettes, but I don't have to get the Inglot palette anymore. I can just get some shadows from them. Just various companies with their single shadows, and I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to do that and fill these palettes up because that makes me happy. I am still going to do a large magnetic palette comparison because a few companies, I know Colored Rain, Give Me Glow, JD Glow Cosmetics, a lot of these companies on Instagram have these large magnetic palettes, and I want to compare them to see what's best for your money, what's just best out there. Right now, Adept is killing the game. Their customer service is great. They're very responsible on Instagram. I do appreciate that they appreciate the smaller influencers. They respect the game. They respect the hustle. They repost. They've just been really, really good. When I was I didn't realize it was the same company. I followed them on Instagram before I even realized that this was the same company because I had this palette for a while. So yeah, shout out to them. They're doing really well. I'll put everything down in the description box. Yeah. So if you have any other questions about magnetic palettes or any comments or concerns about any of the products mentioned in this video, feel free to leave it down below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Please come back and watch the next video because I'll see you then. Bye.